Oh, good morning, guys. Today I am going to take the topic the National Institutional Ranking Framework (NIRF). National Institutional Ranking Framework. Ranking Framework. Okay. National Institutional Ranking Framework. So, recently India has released India Rankings 2020, guys. So this was released by the Ministry of HRD, guys. Okay, generally this report will be released. So means this ranking will be released after the QS World University Ranking, guys. So, but this time India didn't place its position in the top 500 universities in the QS World University Ranking, guys. Okay. So what is NIRF? NIRF is the National Institute of Ranking Framework. This is the methodology adopted by the Minister of HRD to rank the higher education institutions in India. Okay, guys, clear? NIRF is the methodology adopted by the Minister of HRD to rank the institutes of higher education in India. So this was adopted and launched by the Minister of HRD on 29 September 2015, guys. Means this we are doing from the 2015 itself, guys. So the ranking will be done on various categories, guys. So the various categories on which the ranking will be done are the categories are the overall college, engineering, university, the management, pharmacy, architecture, law, the medical, and dental. So these are the 10 categories on the ranking will be done, guys. So these 10 are not adopted by the Minister of HRD in 2015, guys. Year passes, some new categories have been included in this, guys. For example, if we say, so say the dental is the one which has taken by the Minister of HRD in 2020, guys. Like that, in such a way, the categories have been adopted. The overall means the overall ranking of the college, guys, means without any stream, that is like college, engineering, university, management, and pharmacy. The overall, the top means the overall, and by considering all the things, guys, that is the overall ranking and the colleges. So which are the best colleges, top, and the like that the engineering, guys, university, management, pharmacy, architecture, law, medical, and the dental. So these are the various categories adopted by the Minister of HRD to rank the institutions of higher education. Guys, this will be done by the how this ranking will be done? For such things, we need to see some parameters, guys. So for that, a committee was set up the Minister of HRD to see the parameters on the basis of the ranking should be taking place. So the parameters which have been taking place are parameters. Parameters are first one. So the first parameter, teaching, learning, resources. Okay, teaching, learning, resources, that is TLR, guys. Okay, and the second one is research, professional practices, and collaborative attractiveness. Okay, that is research, professional practice, and collaborative attractiveness. And third one is the graduation outcomes. graduation outcomes, GO, and the outreach and inclusivity, outreach and inclusivity, OI, and the last one is the, so these are the core parameters, and the last one we have the a perception of ranking, a perception for ranking universities. PR. So, guys, these are the parameters adopted by the Minister of HRD, that is teaching, learning, and teaching, learning research, TLR, that is TLR, and the research professional practice and collaborative attractiveness, that is RCP. The third one is the graduation outcomes, GO, and the fourth one is the outreach and inclusivity, OI. The fifth one is the perception for ranking universities, guys, that is PR. So these are the parameters and these are the categories adapted by the Minister of HOD. So these are the 5 cluster of categories, guys. So these 5 clusters have been different weightage, guys. So the weightage will be depend upon the type of the category that we are taking, guys. So all the category doesn't have the same criteria, guys. Means the same parameters weightage. So different categories will have the different parameter weightages, guys. Okay. So depending upon that, we have the rank, guys. So the committee also recommended the two type of institutions, guys. That is the category A institutions, category B institutions. So the institutions which are of the formed of the Parliament of Law, the state universities, and the deemed to be universities, private institutions, and the autonomous institutions. These are divided as the category A, guys, and the category B are the one which are the of colleges affiliated to the university, guys. Means they have the less autonomy, guys, and they can't enjoy the more autonomy as the one which are enjoyed by the university, guys. So that is the category A and category B. The committee also recommended to set up the category A and category B. Okay, so the category A institution, category B institution, guys. So we will see an example of the how this will be done for the engineering, guys. So engineering, if you take engineering, like miss this is the category, guys. So the category we are considering is the engineering. So example engineering. So engineering we have category A and category B, guys. So category A, as I mentioned, these are the universities which are formed by the Parliament of Law, state university, deemed to be university, private university, or the one which are formed because of the autonomous institutions. So these are comes under the category A, and the category B are the one which are affiliated to the university, guys. These can't enjoy the more autonomy. So for example, I take TLR, and second one RPC, okay, third one GO, okay, fourth one OI, and the last one is PR. So if you take this out for engineering college, so we have 0.3 bus, and this also 0.3, 0.15, 0.15, and 0.1. So for category A, for this parameters, these are the weightages taken by the Ministry of HRD, guys, for engineering colleges. Whereas for category B, it is 0.3, 0.2, 0.25, 0.15, and 0.10. Okay. So this will make up the 1. Okay. So this is how the ranking will be done, guys. So if you see the 2020 report, guys. So 2020 report, and this will be done by every year, guys. So every year the Ministry of HRD will release this report, guys. So after the QS World University ranking, if you see the status of the 2020, guys. So 2020, the overall ranking, the overall top three states, top three institutes are, and the overall first one we have IIT Madras, IIT Madras. Second one IISc Bangalore, and third we have IIT Delhi. So this is the overall gate. And if you see the university, in the university we have first IISc Bangalore, okay, and second one JNU Delhi, and third we have BHU Varanasi. Okay, so this is the overall, this is the university, and we will see the one more thing, that is engineering. So engineering, first one is, so the first we have IIT Madras, second we have IIT Delhi, and third we have IIT Bombay. Okay, these are the 2020 report bills. So the overall IIT Madras, IIT Bangalore, IIT Delhi, and if you see the university, that is IIT Bangalore, JNU Delhi, and the BHU Varanasi, and we see if you see the engineering, IIT Madras, IIT Delhi, and IIT Bombay. So this report will be published by the annual guys. So this is about the National Institute of Ranking Framework. So I come up with the second topic in the next session, guys. Thank you.